Hey guys, Katie here. I'm coming to you live from my home office in Cincinnati, Ohio, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I was inspired by from listening to one of my mentors yesterday. Her name is Tracy Walker, and I absolutely love this woman. She stands strong in who she is. She's a fantastic leader. And I love that nothing just blows her over, nothing knocks her down. And, that's a rare quality in people because these days we're so, right? I mean, the littlest things come into our lives and big things come into our lives, don't get me wrong too, but sometimes we allow these little things to just completely, as soon as the wind comes in, just knock us over, right? And so I was listening to Tracy yesterday, and I just love her. And I aspire each and every day to grow in my character because one of my things is to have, good integrity, honor others, love others, strong ethics, and it's very rare these days. It really is. A lot of people are looking to just reach their own gain, and attempt to survive. And what it ends up doing when you go into survival mode, right? And it's not, hey, trust me, sometimes when you're in survival mode, we do stupid things, and we're all guilty of this. We're not perfect. We're never ending in our story, and we're always growing, right? But when you're in survival mode, it tends to make you do things that are not typical for what you normally do. And when it starts compromising your integrity, when it starts compromising your ethics, it can also hurt people, But today I want to talk about leadership. And this is something that I aspire to be as a great leader. Not necessarily known for, doing all these awesome things all around the world. There's a lot of things that I want to do and I have accomplished. But more so just always doing the right thing, I haven't always done the right thing. I've definitely done the wrong thing many times, but I've always been that kind of person where I've reflected and said, you know what, I should do better next time. And this is how I need to stand strong, right? And and all of us have had those moments where we've had to correct ourselves. And, for me, several years ago when I was going through some really hard times in my life, I found I found myself in a place where I needed something bigger than just someone saying, Katie, it'll be okay, And what I ended up receiving at that time was God. I really accepted Jesus to come into my life. And when I did that, things radically changed for me. And they're still radically changing for me. It's something that I hold dear to my heart. And ever since then, I've spent the last few years just studying, not to be some holy, perfect person or anything like that. But it just intrigued me, because I've always been very rebellious. I always rebelled against all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that I really flocked to in the Bible was leadership. And it's something that just, when I think of leadership, it wakes me up. It does. Because when I think of leading a people, I'm thinking, how is this going to help others, And I was inspired to do this video because, man, being in the marketplace, I working from home and being inside the marketplace, you learn a lot. You really do. And you really have to stand strong. And this is something I talk about, but when things are just kind of twirling around you, chaos in the marketplace and people are wishy-washy and all that kind of stuff. And I've been wishy-washy. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you have to truly stand in who you are. You can't allow things to knock you over. It takes commitment. It takes focus. It takes being faithful. There's a lot of components to a good leader that will not just help you be successful, right? But it'll also, people will learn to trust you. They will. They will learn to trust you. And this is very important, right? Because this is when integrity comes in. This is when ethics come into play. But one of my favorite scriptures, and this is something that I really take to heart. I do. And I want to read to you. It's actually in 1 Peter 5, 2 and 3. And hold on. Verse 2 says, care for the flock that God has entrusted to you. Watch over it willingly, not grudgingly, not for what you will get out of it, but because you are eager to serve God. And then verse 3 says, don't lord it over to the people assigned to your care, but lead them by your own good example. And when the great shepherd appears, you will receive a crown of never-ending glory and honor. And well, then it goes on to say, in the same way, you, younger men, must accept the authority of the elders, right? So we want to honor our leadership. And all of you serve each other in humility, for God opposes the proud, but favors the humble. So humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time he will lift you up in honor. Give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. Stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, because he's always prowling around trying to take you out. I take that very seriously. I really do. And I have failed in this area as well. So one of the things that I've learned, and it's interesting because I'm even witnessing some interesting things right now that I've learned lessons there, baby. I have learned some lessons there. And I know that while this goes on, I must stand here. You must stand right in the middle. And as chaos goes on around you, a good leader stands strong. A good leader doesn't allow themselves to be knocked over by little things or even big things, They're problem solvers. They're solution oriented. They're always looking for how they can make things better. Most of them naturally are good peacemakers, right? They like order, and they're going to lead for the people, not for their own gain, but for the people's gain. And not to say that's even perfect, because a lot of people don't appreciate a good leader. They really don't. And don't get me wrong, I'm someone that has definitely rebelled against authority growing up. And I've had to learn how to honor my leaders and love my leaders and pray for my leaders. It's really important. It really is. But I was inspired to do this video today because I believe leadership, not everybody's called to lead, just so you know. Not everybody naturally has that ability to lead others, because it takes an army to lead people. It really does. I mean, yes, it can take one. It can take one to inspire people to action. It can take one to motivate people to change or whatever. But for things to sustain, right, that's when we need vision. That's when we need a movement. That's when we need something bigger than us and cast it bigger into the sky, greater than ourselves. So one of my goals, as I lead a people inside a business, is, I want to teach people that it's not all about us. You are in business for yourself to give, to be, maybe even to employ, right? I mean, there's very few leaders that will step out and start a business so they can employ others. Do you know that many of us were called to do that? You were meant to be a person that pays other people's paychecks. How amazing is that? But it's not easy. It isn't. I mean, I will tell you, to be a good leader, there's a lot of things and lessons and failures that you will walk through in order to get there, because, it's just like success. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So, but being a good leader is someone that is always looking, and when they make a decision, it's for the people. It's not for themselves. And it takes commitment. And it takes a very rare person to stand in the middle and stand strong, right? While chaos is going around. So, if you feel as if you're called into the marketplace and to lead a people, listen to that. But in the process, stand strong while all this is going on. Find a good mentor, and if you're looking for some positive people that lift others up, I want you to join me on Facebook. I do. I'm surrounded by some of the greatest people, in my opinion, in the world, who lift each other up, who we're not perfect, no, but we're here to lift each other up. So I have some links below this video. I want you to join me on Facebook. I'd love to see your face. I do. I love like meeting people, and that's what I love about Facebook. And I always drive people to Facebook, and because I want to meet you. I want to see your face. If not, get an account. It's free. Okay. So click the link below. There's information below this video. I hope I get to meet you one day, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.